Welcome back. This is King Rex with another Euchre video. This is a ranked play. I'm actually just I've already recorded. This is an older video. I'm going to go back, not too much older, earlier this month. I'm going to give my commentary as we're playing here. Um, Once again, this would be a decent hand to have if I were to pick up myself. Once again, not able to, so it's definitely a pass. Choice here is, do you trump or do you hope your partner can get it? He got it. He should have led the ace first. I don't know why he wouldn't have. I'm going to hope that maybe, problem is if you trump there, you're just going to get over trumped. And now I've got another card, so you've got a chance here. You just got to hope this king can ride and we'll get a euchre. They've got another trump card, so it doesn't happen, but they picked up a jack, so it's hard to stop it. This is one where you can go, well, I have two, I'm giving them one. Some people like that, I don't, because I don't think the defense is that good there, especially without aces. Plus, once again, if I ordered it, I'm spoiling his loner shot. Not saying he's going to get the loner, but he wouldn't even had a chance at a loner. And there's probably not a good opportunity. I don't know why they wait so long. Sometimes it's like, what are you going to throw there? You have a heart, heart slide. You have a heart. You have to throw it. You only had one heart, and he really had a hand this time. Hopefully, he's got the good card. So yeah, he had great hand. So I would have. Well, I guess he didn't get the last one, but I would have spoiled a loner chance there. So it wouldn't have been great. Now here, of course, if it comes back around, you go clubs. You really hope that this diamond gets passed. This is not a great defensive hand. You can either try to promote the jack and the queen are even, or throw the king of spades and see what happens. King of spades might have been the better play just because I had so many clubs. Club's not likely to make it through. If I threw a spade, he would have had a card to trump that with, maybe, so it's kind of starting a little rough here, 3-1. But I have the Bower. This is a possible loner. If you want to try to sneak two queens through, that's not a high probability, though. So your partner might be able to help you get two. I think sometimes people sit there and wait a little bit to make it seem like they're really thinking about it, hoping you won't pick it up. So like here, this allows me to slough off one of my two queens. Probably should have went with the club because it's the longer suit, but I went with the diamonds. Just here, just hoping your partner can grab it. If he grabs that, we got a good chance at two. Yeah, we wouldn't have gotten the loner anyway. My partner did have an ace back there for a trump card, so he was doing pretty good. Definitely a pass here. That is one where I would have went next if it would have come back around, because the left would have been gone, and I'd have had two plus an ace off. So unfortunately, I don't have any defense against that. To me, the best thing here is just to abandon the king, help maybe promote the king of hearts, which will happen. Then you just got to hope that either the king of hearts or ace of diamonds can grab a trick here at the end, or your partner can get one. So they've already got their point. We're basically playing to stop them from getting 2 points. Good thing to remember is what the boss cards are in different suits. Like I said, he got the last one, so he had the left, but having two boss cards there, not enough to order into your opponent's hand. With an ace, you can help him though, even though I would be force suited. but you definitely cannot even consider something crazy like that. The hope is that they lead a diamond. They don't lead a diamond. If he leads another spade, though, I can jump in with that nine, which isn't the best thing in the world, but a lot of people will lead a spade again because which isn't bad because both people had it. Jump in a nine, it'll pull out their trump if they have one, and I want a trick that way, which stops a march. I don't think he should have trumped there. I think that was a bit much. I guess he had nothing but trump, so never mind. I guess he should have trumped there, but yeah, that was a good play by my partner to um, get a euchre here. Here, I definitely would go diamonds if it comes back around. Right, plus one plus an ace, I think, is a very callable hand. You should generally call that every time if it makes it to you. Even though the other offsuit's pretty trash. Now he picked up the club, and I really don't have much here to do. Um, guess you could lead a shorter suit hoping they can't trump in, or lead a suit you have two in, and your only hope is that you can promote one of your lower cards. Probably not a good idea unless you're promoting a king, though, honestly. The more I'm doing that, I'm kind of learning that that's probably not the thing to do. Hopefully, my partner can grab this with the ace. So, yeah, they've had a couple marches, which make it really rough. Um, this is a callable hand. It's not great, though. Now, if you're playing against someone that's super aggressive that goes next a lot, to your left, you would pass and hope they call hearts. Um, you can. This is weak, though, if you call it. I don't. I mean, so this is one that because you have two. Now if I was a Jack Queen, that's a different story. But Queen 10 is pretty weak. Plus, the hearts are not likely to take anything because it's such a long suit. And they did go hearts. So your hope here is that they don't have both powers. And they went with the diamond here. My partner grabs one right off the get, which helps a lot. And they have to trump this ace. If they can't take this ace, we should be because I got a protected ace. He called next, hoping that we would have called it. Could have got almost got a march on that one. Yeah, I think there was an issue on the recording right there. Let me. I don't know what the. Well, so it was 6-5 though, so I didn't miss a lot there, but there was an issue with the recording. Maybe, maybe not. It would have been too early. Kind of skipped. So, oh, I cut out the commercials. Never mind. That's why it had skipped like that. Next would have been wonderful for us. Um, yeah, I don't really want to throw the right out on. I just want to hope they can get it. Hope he doesn't have the ace. He does have a diamond there. He's fishing. Hopefully he don't have the left thrown. If you have two and they lead something low like that, many times it's better to duck and hope your partner can take it. That's something I've learned. Um, Hope my ace rides, which it might because he probably don't have a diamond. The idea here is to force him to hope is eternal to trump. Possibly there's our point. He did have the left, and he did the right thing. He ducked. Like I said, that's the smart move. So yeah, if you have right or left plus one and the person leads low, duck and hope your partner can take it. A lot of people jump on the high one. You might be taking a high one out of your partner's hand too. If you'd have jumped on that with the right, that might not have been a euchre. If I would have, if it would have been learning to those, like you can look at next and reverse next. Next is the suit that's the next suit that's turned down. So if hearts is turned, like in this case, spades was turned down, so next is clubs. You don't want to call next very often when your partner is the dealer, and you do want to call it when your opponent is the dealer. We do have one. I'm going to try this finagle one here. So I can get this one. We're in a good shape. So we have two tricks already. So we just need to get one more trick that doesn't count as jack of clubs. The nice thing is I have the end play. So if he can take this, we got him. But I have to take it to Euchre. If he wouldn't have had that, if Lee wouldn't have had a trump card, we would have had a Euchre there. This is one where you can get feisty and try next, but it would be a very thin call because you only have one trump card and you're four suited, and two of your offsuits absolutely suck. So this is probably not. This is probably one you wouldn't want to. Now if that 10 was a club also, or that 9 was a club also, then I would definitely go next. Call diamonds, which is my best suit. Well, actually spades would have been, but I was hoping that they would have a heart when I threw that. Probably should have thrown the 10 just because 10's a longer suit. But 10 was turned down. I believe less clubs was turned down. The hope appears that that jack of diamonds doesn't take it, and it does. So he had both Bowers, and the other guy called next into him. Hope was eternal called reverse next into Lee. Hope appears he can. Well, we already got one. Pretty hard fought game thus far. Smart play, take it. Throw the high one into your partner. They called it. Lead trump into him. He shouldn't have thrown the jack there because they'd had to throw the jack. He should have thrown his lowest trump in that situation. He should have thrown the 9, not the jack. You don't go over like that unless you're getting it for sure. If they'd have had the right, they would have played it either way. So throwing the left doesn't force the right. They need to have the right there rather than the queen. It didn't matter, but you shouldn't do that. Um, this is bad. Probably get called because if you don't have one, especially if you have all the other color, I have all red. Someone probably has all black or a heavy black hands, which means someone's probably got not enough. Which means they probably have enough clubs somewhere to call it. Even if he wouldn't have trumped in there, I still would have thrown away the 9 there, just because the king's only one spot higher. This will force a trump out of him, but if he doesn't trump, I can put the king on there. He didn't want to put the right, but see, that's one where he should probably duck and hope his partner can get it for him. Honestly, see. And that caused him to get Euchre because he didn't duck on that one when his partner could have got it, and that was the game. If he ducks there, his partner takes that, and his right is still good. You got to trust your partner to get one here and there. It wasn't a situation where he absolutely had to get that trick to get it, I don't think. But that suit was already led once. So chances are that your partner's void in it. Yeah, I would call right +1. I'm going to have an off ace, and the king and queen. I can hopefully promote the king or the queen. If I'm leading, one thing if you have a king queen together and you're trying to promote the king, just lead the king and promote the queen. That way your partner doesn't throw the ace on it unnecessarily. Up here, I know I'm going to clear a set. This is what I don't like though. You clear out the left so you know your partner doesn't have any trump left. But things are looking well. They did have. Why would they? That makes no sense that they threw to the left when they had a second lower one they could throw. This was my partner's. I would consider ordering that because I'd have two plus an off ace. Generally, I don't like to order jack in my partner's hand because they're probably going to pick it up anyway. And if they don't pick it up, they probably don't have anything. He should lead a heart here. See, the issue here is that he called, so he's probably going to go. Now, this would be one to go over with the 10 to force a bigger trump at a JDF if he has one. So I probably should have trumped there. And that was a trick that we didn't take because of it. So I made a mistake there. I would have led my ace, which he would have taken. But I don't know if we'd have got any more tricks than we got anyway. So I don't think we would have euchred him, but it was still a mistake. One of the main reasons I'm rewatching is because I just see mistakes. I have two. That would have been one where I'd have been thinking, do I order it up? Probably not with left. Right, plus one maybe, but this gives us one trick so they can't get two. You hope your partner has a low trump like a 9 or 10, so they have something. And this is when you hope your partner can grab with an ace or a trump. I got it with the ace, so we've got two tricks. And remember, I have one in the bag with the left because the right's already been led. Now, if JDF can't trump, we got the euchre. So we got the euchre no matter what. We'll go over top of them here. I would have let it ride to be goofy otherwise. And here we might get this last one. Who knows? We did. Partner had another one. Um, Definitely he passed. I don't have anything here. There's nothing callable here. I mean, I couldn't even pick it up if I dealt. Which kind of sucks because you don't have much in the ways of defense. I'm going to throw the best thing to throw is the king of spades and hold the 10 king to the ends. Um, if he has a spade, unfortunately, he has the ace. You know he's going to throw that. Then the best thing to throw here is the 10 or the 9. Should have threw the 10 to indicate I have hearts. And he threw the ace of diamonds, but it didn't matter. But yeah, I probably should have thrown the heart instead of the diamond because I was two hearts. This is a pickup. You have three. Any three are worth going on. If you don't, I mean, granted, you're picking up here, but still. The only thing I would possibly be better than it would be having two clubs that are higher, but I'd say the 10-9 are better than the left combined. Plus, you get to ditch a suit, make yourself three instead of four suited. So anytime you can get three, it almost should be an automatic call. Partner helped out. Let's see what. He should lead hearts if he has hearts, especially if you have ace. They're afraid they won't get to use their ace. It's one of the biggest mistakes I see people do not clearing trump when they have aces. I mean, his ace made it through, but there's no guarantees ace. You gotta hope you don't have the right. He does. You just gotta hope that the king can hold at the end. But if you have right and left ace, you should be ordering that no matter what, because that's a guaranteed point. You can't just hope to get a euchre. Once again, if I could put that in my hand, I would take it, but I cannot. Um, Diamonds is probably my best suit, but I really don't feel like I have enough to call here. So he calls my worst suit. Well, they wouldn't want, so definitely throwing, holding my ace, and it's probably not going to help. You got to hope they have a spade, and they did. Yeah, this is a loner here. I got the guaranteed points. You know the 10 is out, so there's only two trump left out there. I should have thrown the ace here. That was a mistake. It didn't hurt me, but since there's only two trump out there, the ace would have guaranteed that they couldn't over trump me. And then 9 would have been good after leading both jacks. I could have thrown the 9. That was a bad play on my part. You got to do the calculation. Here you got to hope they don't have the ace, but they probably do. No, they didn't. So, but I got away with one there. Another loner that I'm going to call, but I'm not going to call it because I got a loner either way. I have a loner in diamonds or hearts, and I'll take the. If they pick it up, I'll take the euchre. Um, and then it's better off not to give them one. Oh, I messed up. Well, we only needed 1 point. That's why I didn't go alone. So it didn't matter. But yeah, this is a loner. Uncalled loner. I don't call them if I need two or less. People get all kinds of. They start playing slow and they get mad and act like you're somehow cheating them by going alone on um, with less than with 8 or 9 points, but you're not doing anything to anybody. But yeah. So I basically got two loners in a row, I think. Or two. Maybe it was in a row, but yeah, two loners or two loners in a row. Nicer to get them when you because I would have went alone. That would have been 13 points in that game, and so I could have used the loner in this game right away and just got a 1 point hand. Once again, spades if it comes around. Not only is it next, but you got right +1, even though the offsuit is horrendous. The hope is that they don't have the left, and I got them stopped out already. So you can sometimes euchre people on loners if you just get lucky. That's almost impossible to happen at this point. I can't even trump their king. Hopefully they have the ace, but they do not. I'm going to take this one. Then they'll probably put something on my diamond. It's pretty good. Oh, they had two spades. We could have euchred them there if the cards were right. I don't think you can call this. I mean, you can call it. You can do anything you want, which I did call it. But that's a hard ask because you really can't. You need to. I mean, unless you have all aces. That was me thinking if I don't call it, they'll go next. And we're going to get euchred. Because I have to take whatever's thrown here. I have no choice. I can't wait on my partner. They probably got a bunch of hearts. That was a bad decision. I think, oh, yep. That's why you don't call on one. Although my partner's a couple, I could see them ordering into me. If they order into me, I'm thinking, well, they've got something. I don't have to play that way. At least I have a good defensive hand here. Definitely just throw the 10 of spades, get that out of your hand. Hope they throw a club, but you never know. I wouldn't think a club would make it. It is here if the partner can grab something else. We've got a euchre. That's the thing. We just gotta hope there's no hearts left here, but they have one. Yeah, Jacqueline had more than lucky days. It looked like. Um, this one we just gotta hope we get. They called it into the hands of Mystery Lux because I do not have. I have that ace. That's it. Ace of clubs. Like maybe Mystery Lux doesn't have a heart and they could have trumped there or something. Yeah, they called it mostly on offsuit aces and they were getting them through. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but Not even callable here. Three queens. It's not if you're playing poker, but not if you're playing euchre. The idea here is to hopefully Jacqueline only has two trump, and Lucky Days only has one, and you're knocking her trump on. Hopefully your partner has good offsuit. That's the thought process. But unfortunately, partner not having one makes things look a lot worse. Didn't they have an ace? Looks like my partner was loaded in diamonds also. Definite call here. You have to try it alone with this score. Although that's a loner anyway. Just gotta hope that they don't have a club, so they probably throw a club right away. They just gotta hope that they don't have a protected left. I'm seeing the king of clubs already fly out there. That is an indication that they have the ace of clubs. Although technically, if you have the ace king, you should throw the ace out to tell your partner, I have the king, I have that suit covered. If I could pick it up myself, that would have been a good call. But even still, with left ace, offsuit ace, not bad. But they're going to get this one without trump. My hope here is my partner can take this one, which they're not going to be able to. That was my hope. So my left ace was one, guaranteed. Yeah, we're not doing well this game. I don't think this is much longer. This is probably the last hand of this game. I mean, you just don't have anything in this hand. If you let your opponents call it all the time, you're going to lose, and sometimes you just don't have the cards that um, you can take them. Like, we at least got two here to, you know, you're probably going to throw a diamond. Probably have a diamond back. Hoping my partner can take it. And I've got Euchre there, so we'll definitely go spades if it comes to me. Best thing to throw the ace and make them trumpet to take it. It could clear around a trump too. Did not, but it could. Hoping my partner can grab this. But they can't. They're pretty well cooked here. You're expecting your partner to have two if they lead a 10 like that. You're hoping maybe they have the left, but they have the queen. Um, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and have a great day.